Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? Guys, we have had probably one of the rougher weeks this week of anime and last weekend. When it comes down to just shows ending, like if they're not ending, they're telling us that they're ending soon. Like it's just come down to that time. And it's not like it's a bad thing. It's just now we have to pray that other shows come out at these times that can fill the role of these shows that we really enjoy. And that's kind of the sucky part of just guessing. Like some days just won't have great lineups. Like this day had three amazing shows, and let's just get right into Shield Hero, or no, let's get into Grandson actually. Excuse me. So with Grandson this week, we really, really get to see that there is a high potential of our character actually finding and going against somebody who will, almost destroy him if he allows himself to get caught in like certain situations. I mean, we're looking at a woman who literally gave him almost like the ultimate run for his money, and then uh, the woman that gave him like a good fight and stuff like that. Well, I'm not gonna say a run for his money because, like she said during the fight, which once you see something and then the characters themselves contradict like how good they're doing or how well they're doing, that's kind of what I started to go off of in this week's episode, because she's like, oh, let's get it on. She's all excited to fight someone as powerful as him. But then as soon as he actually gets to show, what he's really made of, and there was no one in his way stopping him from going all out, he almost cut off her head, and she dodged just a perfect time not to get like completely decapitated this week. So that's kind of the reason why I was like, she's doing really good from our standard, like from what we were seeing. But then when her clothes got cut, like she's like, oh my god, if I was any slower, I would be done. Like I came here to help people retreat, and I almost got bodied instantly. So I really love that aspect of the character giving us the confirmation already that she practically was overwhelmed, but at the same time she held her composure so well. You would not have been able to tell me that you thought she literally thought she couldn't win that battle. So that's kind of the cool part of what's going on here. And if you guys haven't noticed, I'm trying to level up All Might all the way up to level 100 and get them maxed out. And then when I get Bakugo, I'm probably max him out too, so I have all three of the My Hero characters maxed. And I was hoping Bakugo will come out before the next season of My Hero, but I'm not sure when that's even happening. So that's why I'm playing Jump Force, and that's why I'm trying to level up All Might. You'll see me usually using All Might a lot. But the reason why I think the ultimate magicians were getting bodied by her so much was she's just so. It's like if all of our ultimate magicians went against the king's bodyguards, like the people who were higher up in the overall case of, they showed up to help with the training when all those demonoids came through and attack like that. I feel like that is where their combat, their experience, their overall like nature of where they fight and where they've learned how to counteract and stuff. Because if you look at how she's fighting this week, it was so dang sick, because she straight up runs up on one of them, uses her magic to make them put up a shield, and while that shield's up, she goes under the shield because they're not making the shields big enough to cover their toes and not have a gap there, and vice versa, like with a little bit over their head, so they're not completely covering everything around in their front, which they weren't taught to, which is I think is another really outstanding point of the show to kind of elaborate on it and use it as a weakness, because she literally just goes through the guard by tripping her, and then all of a sudden you have no shield, you have no defense. I could blast you in your back and you're getting bodied. it even came down to like the auto recovery wasn't doing nearly as much. Oh, that was dirty Goku. I'll give you that one. It wasn't doing nearly as much as it needed to do because the damage the woman was doing with her demonic powers was keeping, was keeping them from like healing all the way up. So that was another like very, very dope point of the show is how they are keeping up, how the demonoids were keeping up with even the ultimate magicians is important, because if they couldn't keep up, there wouldn't really be much of a show to talk about. You know what I mean? Like there's only so much the demonoids can do, the lesser ones, and to think that the main guy, the main Oliver, straight up sends chills down the girl's back that we just watched, was fighting all seemingly on par with, world Shin Wolf, but she got a understanding of his power, and to think that she's so terrified of him, like as of Oliver as well, it's so crazy because even Shin himself was like, yeah, I'm looking around and I'm seeing all my friends and we made it out. But if Oliver had joined the fight, we would not have gotten out this easy. And I like that aspect a lot. So that's what I'm talking about. This show has a really good way of balancing out like what we need to know and the time that it happens. Okay, Goku. Okay, we get it. You don't want to lose to a guy from My Hero Academy, but you're going to. Okay? Okay. We're doing this. Goku. Goku. We're doing this. Alright? But overall, man, I truly, truly love where they're going with this, and he just lost to Goku. And I'm not sure what could possibly, like, I don't know what really could happen in season 2 that could make me dislike the show. I mean, now we're getting into the case of them going out and figure out just who and what nations are going to join. If the show is smart, they would make sure some of the nations are dumb enough not to join, get bodied, be examples for even more nations to be like, you guys went against Shin Wolf in the Kingdom of the Eardrums? I know they're not Kingdom of the Eardrums. Do not roast me in the comments. Thank you very much. But overall, I think that they could have a promising second season, even if it's 12 episodes. This show writes itself, in my opinion. Like the whole battle between the girl and Shin should be an eye opener to even him to understand that there's someone who threw an attack so strong that you had to put up all defensive, and if you didn't, you would have lost friends. You would have lost maybe the more of the town than you even expected to lose. Like just because of one person on the battlefield, this much of a change in the battle has changed compared to what he was used to when we first saw him fight. So that's kind of where I love the aspect of how this show played out, and then I love to know that there could be a possible second season. Like this isn't an open ending. It's more of a like there was then a conquest that had to be completed to get ready to defeat Oliver. You know what I mean? Like this wasn't like, oh, will Oliver win? Will Shin win? And they're looking at each other head to head, and then they just don't attack each other, and then they're like, well, that's the end of the show. That's an open ending. Like you don't know who's gonna win the fight, who's not gonna win the fight. This case, we know Shin and everybody in his squad and the Ultimate Magicians are going out to look for more people in general to join, and that because he's doing that, he's also probably going to run into more troubles, more people having issues more than just demonoids, and they might have to solve that. That's what I'm saying. The show could write itself, literally. It was such a well done story, and relax and chill until they got into the battling. Then it was on. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I definitely need to drop 2 more videos here soon. So if you are watching this and I haven't even dropped my videos out, thank you so much for the support. Your boy is going to be on that grind 24/11 and figure out just what I will be replacing these shows with when it comes down to Wednesday's drop dates and stuff. So stick in there with me. Even Mondays kind of got messed up now, so we'll just see how all this plays out. With all that being said, I hope y'all have an awesome day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I definitely will talk to you later. Alright, I'm smashing Naruto's brains in. Well, he smashed my brains. My turn. Oh, Naruto, why'd you run? No. 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 I remember. Oh, you would run, Goku. You're gonna make Luffy catch all these hands? All these hands. Alright, Luffy. Here's these hands. United States of Smash!